So welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to talk about grow lights, so I need to face this way, I suppose. I am a Rural King employee, and these are my own opinions, things that I have looked up myself. I am a Master Gardener intern, and I do have I have experience with grow lights. So let's talk about some of these grow lights here and what we're looking for. If you're just growing seedlings or leafy greens, you do not need full spectrum. You can go with grow with lights like this, as long as they have enough lumens and kelvins, they will be fine. As far as lumens go and kelvins, you're looking for about the 3000 lumen stage and around 5000 kelvins. Now they do say you can get success with lower lumen and kelvin range, but you're going to have to keep your grow light on longer and closer to your plants. Now this especially comes in when you're wanting fruits and flowers, in which case you're going to want probably more colors too, the full spectrum range. So kelvins is your daylight color of your bulbs, and then you got your warm white too, which is lower on the kelvins. The higher the kelvins, the more daylight it is. So we could turn around and some examples. This one would be great here. 5000 kelvins, 10,000 lumens. That would be great. We got all kinds of different options here. You might even be able to do some of these light bars if you are into like the fluorescent shop lights. That's true. And there's all different kinds down here that could probably work too, like this one, but it's kind of pricey. If we come around the corner here, there are in fact full spectrum grow light bulbs here that you will be able to produce flowers and fruit off in your home, and they are $7.99 and discontinued. This one actually has a little bit more wattage than this one, or a little, well, no, it's the same. I lied. Oh yeah, I was looking at the wrong one. So this one does have a little bit more wattage, but they do have the same voltage. So I mean, I guess take your pick, whichever one you're looking at. Now time, how long should grow lights be on? Because most of the seeds you are starting inside, if you're starting like your vegetable garden, your seedlings inside, they like full sun, and so 12 to 16 hours a day is appropriate, and it depends on your lights. And some plants just won't tolerate, you know, like 4000, 5000 lumens, they're going to want more. So I just play it safe and go with full spectrum because I grow a lot of different plants in my home, and that way I've got all the bases covered. You could also get you some timers like that and some power strips and have them all on one system. You could turn them on and off manually like I do these days. That's also great. So there's lots of ways to start your seeds or grow plants inside. There's lots of different options. Rural King isn't the only place to look. But we are local and right here. And anyway, guys, I'll talk to you later. Now I'm back at home and I'm going to show you what I'm currently running. I have run the T5 fluorescent light bars before with a stand. My first one I got when I was in South Bend. It's back on my older YouTube videos back when I lived there. You can see it. It was about $120 back then, so it was quite expensive. So the grow lights have come quite a bit down in price, and you can find something that'll work for you. This is currently my situation. Now, I've got these clamp lamps here that you could use for, we sell them at Rural King as well, for heat bulbs and whatever for your chicks. And that's basically what I use. And then I could clamp them anywhere. And then, in fact, I have a Rural King bulb somewhere, a full spectrum bulb that I plan on trying out. Yes, and it's not glass, and you can basically drop it and you don't have to worry about it. They do get heat though, the full spectrum lights do, and also the fluorescent grow lights also I've experienced. But with that, I have found that I did not need a heat mat sometimes. I could just add insulation and use the grow light itself for the light and the heat, so my seeds could germinate real well. So I'll just show you how I got mine set up now. We are on like basically a dormant season, so these plants are getting less light. I had them on timers on 16 hours a day. They got all kinds of unplugged, plugged back in, not timed in and out right. Plus I just want to slow down for the growing season anyway. Playing catch up even in the winter is kind of hard. And I do enjoy the more leisurely time of winter. So there is that. I will show you also what I've got upstairs. I am going to plug in to my seedlings here once they germinate. They do not need okay, let me step back a little bit. Most seeds do not need light to germinate. There are some that do though. So these do not need light right now is what I'm saying until they germinate. Up here in the guest bedroom, I have these clamp grow lights. These are like my first grow lights for houseplants that I got. You see there's a clamp right there. There's 5 bendable strips that are full spectrum. On them, they have the timer if you want to change color, if you only want to go to blue light, full spectrum, or red light. There's that. And then, yeah, you could dim down your lights if you want. And then there's also the timer option as well. So that's what I'm going to use for my indoor seeds starting this year. I hope you learned a little bit of something. And I know I always got stuff to learn. So I appreciate you guys stopping by anyway. Now I'm going to can up some bone broth and make pot roast. So I'm going to let you go. And I love you, and so does Jesus. God bless.